Okay, yes, we see the for our cultural place right here on Afro Hype Media Productions. And there seems to be a lot of controversy and, in quote, identity crisis, especially coming from the Anioma region. That is the Enuani region of Delta State. I saw a video recently of a man. He has dreadlocks. I think he lives somewhere in America. He made a lot of statements saying that Ika is not Igbo. We need to look into it. And this morning, right here in the studio, I have with me the convener and the president of Undina Subia Socio-Cultural Group in the person of Mazi Kainebi Onye Mwemado. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Belushi. In case you're just seeing me, my humble name is Onye Mwemado Kainebi, and I'm from Akumazi, Umuocha. And Akumazi, Umuocha is located in the Kano East local government area of Delta State. I am the man behind the Igbos TV on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube. And now, as he said, and presently I'm the president of Undina Subia Socio-Cultural Organization. Based on what he said, I am from Ekaland.
Okay.
And I'm an Igbo man. When you look at that controversy, some of the statements emanating from Agbor, I want to tell you that most people who are carrying this information, false information rather, let me use the word, they are biased by one thing or the other, or rather, I will say, they are suffering for what I call inferiority complex attached with identity inferiority. Now, I don't know if my English is somehow, but I will be cutting and joining. Now, you are talking about in the person of Nduka Uhiere Ebite that lives either in America or so. The young man, I have watched series of his video. I will say he knows nothing.
Well, why do you say that?
He knows nothing because if he has an understanding, he will understand that Ika is not Agbor. Then using Agbor as a word to classify all the whole community in Ika land made me to say he knows nothing. Because Agbor has their king. Abavu has their king. Umulede has their king. Akumazi, all the communities, all the clan within Ika geographical location has their king. And they govern themselves traditionally. That makes them an independent communities. So Agbor also enjoys they are also independent of their own. So Obi of Agbor cannot dictate for any Obi within the Ika
region.
So we are not Agbor, but you can call us Ika people.
Okay. Akumazi Umuocha is not Agbor.
Yes.
But you can call them Ika people.
Ika people. So let me continue. You see, I made a narration that people need to understand. We live very close to Benin people. We have common boundary. And the effect of Midwestern region, creation of Midwest, is still part of what we are suffering today because while we were seeded or why Midwest was created, so many things were done against us in Ika. Because at that point, there is a monarch that was choosing to be ahead of other monarch, which is the Oba of Benin. Our kings were subjected to be taking order.
Who subjected by who?
It is by the government policy.
Which government, please?
The government of the day then. When you look at who is the first governor as well, the first military head ruler of Benden
State
was what is his name again? Obemudia. Now they make Benin to be the head quarter of Midwestern. They make Benin to be the head of Benden State, the capital of Benden State, making Oba of Benin to be number one monarch. Every other monarch were passing through him to take what is it called order and other things. Now, our people began to pay allegiance to Oba of Benin because the traditional council then, he is the leader, he's the head. So every meeting was being shifted to Benin. Every order is being received from Benin.
From Benin.
So these are another effect
Okay, but do you think that was just political or was it natural?
It was not natural, it was political, and it affected us up to this moment. It's part of the what is it, or the identity crisis that we are suffering from today. It's part of the effect.
So do you think Agbor is Igbo?
Agbor is Igbo. Because I can tell you categorically that there was a time then Obi of Owa and the late Obi of Agbor and Asabo of Asaba fought. They wrote letters to the government then telling them that our boundary started after Abudu. Started after Abudu. That they should not use River Niger as a boundary. But if it should be so now, that means when you get, there is a river, if you are going to Ibuzo, that means Asaba and Ibuzo should use that river as a boundary. Now, you shouldn't allow that river to fall into Ibuzo or to fall into Asaba. So it should be a boundary. So these are politically orchestrated. Now, let me tell you the journey. The civil war, or let me say the genocide committed against us, led to so many things that resulted to this identity denial of a thing.